Hi, welcome to Saddle River Day School. My name is Geoff Bowman. I'm Director of Admissions, and I'm going to be showing you around the campus a little bit today. Saddle River Day School is an independent co-ed day school. We have 330 students in pre-K through grade 12, and right now you're in Main Hall. This is the original building for campus. It currently houses our lower school, and with everything with the pandemic, we have our lower school podded separately from our middle and our upper school. It has our classrooms for pre-K through grade 4. It also has our science lab that's just for our lower school kids, as well as our library that's also being used as our music studio and our art studio. So why don't we take a walk around and I'll show you some of our classrooms. And we'll head this way and we'll go towards first grade. Okay, so here is home to first grade. In the lower school, we average about 15 students per grade in our classes, and you can see what we've done to make learning safe for this year. Some of the changes that we've made to the classrooms to make students safe, we've added the plexiglass shields. Each student has their own material, and we've made some significant investments to also help our remote students. We increased the broadband capabilities for our school. We added 180-degree cameras so our students that are at home can see all of our students here. All of our teachers wear headsets, and so those students at home are also able to clearly hear the teachers, and the teachers can hear them clearly in their ear. And those students would be on Google Meet and Google Classroom on this screen as well. So again, those kids at home can see all of our kids are here, and the kids that are here can see those kids at home. Finally, we've added Ipivo document cameras in all of our classrooms as well. And this is a great tool that allows the students that are home to more easily see the work that's being done, whether it's handwriting or in a science lab where we can't have students gathering together too closely. Experiments in different labs can be done underneath the camera to project onto the board to make it easier for students to see. So that's a little bit of what we're doing in the lower school and in all of our middle and upper school classes to make learning safe here. All right. So after seeing the first grade classroom, let's check out some of the other spaces that are exclusively for our lower school learners here at Saddle River Day. So heading through the hallway in Main Hall, we have our library, the school, and currently it's being used both for the library as well as our lower school music room. Normally the students would have music in the Performing Arts Center, but we have the lower school music here as part of our pod for the lower school to keep our students as safe as possible and to keep our lower school students separated from our middle and upper school students. Next, we can head this way and we'll show you the art studio. So this beautiful art studio space is normally for students in pre-K through grade 7. We've made the change this year to have it really just for our lower school kids, but they're all still able to have art. When we do have our specials, we split our grades into smaller sections, so you might have 8 students here at a time taking art. And again, they have their own paints, they have their own sets, we give them their own individual spaces to work. And it's still a really important part of what we have in our lower school curriculum. All right. Now we're in Alfred Hall. Alfred Hall is home to our middle school. It's also where we have some of our upper school science labs. It's where our art studio is, the TV studio, and our Performing Arts Center. Usually this is a building that's used by all 3 divisions, but it's mainly for middle school and upper school. So we can head right in here. This is a 7th grade science classroom. So again, like in the lower school, we still have hands-on work. You have the document cameras, and we're able to create an environment where kids are still able to do their science work, they're able to do experiments, and learn effectively in person, as well as having our remote students checking in as well. So even outside of all the changes that we've made to our remote program, we upgrade our equipment in our science labs and in our classrooms every 3 years or so. It's a great policy with our technology department. So we're always making sure that our students, whether here in person or at home, have some of the latest technology to improve their learning. So let's head across the hall then and see one of our other middle school classrooms. And again, a space where normally we're not a place that has rows and rows of desks. It's not kind of related to our style of teaching. But again, we have to adapt and we have to make things work, and that's something that Saddle River Day School does incredibly well. So this is where middle school students would have English class, history class, or a language class in here. Moving through the rest of Alfred, we're heading towards the art studio and the TV studio. You can see a little bit of what we've done to make school as safe as possible. We have different paths that students have to follow. We've divided in the middle, and that's just one of the ways that we try and limit students and how they move together. So we'll head up this way to the art studio right now. So this is the art studio for students in grades 8 through 12. Ninth grade year, students are required to do either a musical or a visual art. Studio art would be that requirement. And then after that, students can continue with studio arts all 4 years. They could do studio, they could add graphic design as well. And we offer up through an art major level as well as art portfolios. So for students that are very high level artists that are thinking about submitting work and going to art school, we have students that are at that level every year. And for students that just love art and want it to be a part of their school experience, this is a perfect space for them. The art studio is also wonderful because it's one of the spaces that's left open for our students throughout the day. So it becomes a really warm home for kids. In our upper school, when they don't have study halls, and those become free periods, students can come in and continue to do some of their work. There's music playing. Sometimes the students choose the music, teacher chooses the music as well. And it just becomes a place where kids can be really creative and where it's a great home for them too. All right. Now this is a physics lab here in Alfred Hall, used for students in our physics classes. We also offer AP Physics. Our science program starts students in biology in 9th grade. 10th grade they have chemistry, and then after that it's up to the students as well. So we have students that with our schedule are able to double up on the sciences. We offer APs in physics, biology, and chemistry. We have 4 years of computer science, including 2 AP courses that are offered, and numerous science electives, including anatomy and physiology, and very popular forensics. So it's a very well and established program. The sciences are very strong here. And this lab also has beautiful views, so you can see our girls soccer team practicing outside as well as some of the tennis courts too. All right, next stop is the home of our graphic design program. We introduce graphic arts into the curriculum in 4th grade. Students take that up through 8th grade, and then students can take advanced levels in grades 10 through 12. And so here you can see a bit of this space. The thing about our graphics program is we're teaching students InDesign, we're teaching them Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator, and we're also providing them with a great way to continue to explore the Stanford design thinking process, which you can see right here is a way that you get students able to look at kind of problem solving. And the thing that's really great about the Stanford design thinking model is that it starts with empathy. So as we teach our students how to be problem solvers, that starts with empathizing with the person or the group that you're trying to solve the problem. And then we show them about ideation and prototypes and testing, and that it's okay to try and fail and then make changes and go back and continue to do that and get feedback and create and collaborate. So our students, when they graduate, they have a really good sense of what it means to be part of a team, to communicate, to give feedback, to get feedback, and be much stronger students for it. And we teach them a lot of these 21st century tools to do that as well. So next door then, we'll take you into the Ideas Lab. The Ideas Lab is the creative hub on campus. This is a space that's used for students in grades pre-K through grade 12. Kids would have classes in here through grade 8. And we've got a lot of cool and different projects that kids do. We have 3D printers, we have laser cutters, we have microbits, we have B-bots as a way to teach coding to some of our younger kids. We have photo capturing software. We do it all. Videography, you name it. And students are doing a lot of really cool and creative projects here They have classes in here. And then for our upper school students, this aspect of technology pushes into the classroom as well. So we're not teaching kids technology, it becomes part of the curriculum in AP history or languages as well. It's just another way in which we teach students to be successful in a 21st century world. All right, you're in the gym now, the home to a number of our Rebel athletic teams. Sports obviously is looking a little bit different this year. We did have our fall sports with boys and girls soccer, as well as girls tennis. We will have a basketball season for both boys and girls this year in the winter. It'll obviously look a little bit different, but we're excited that the kids get to play. Gym class has been modified to use these spaces differently in meeting social distancing guidelines, but again, we're still able to make it work. We move classes outside when we can, and we even use the gym here as a way to have students form up for lunch as well. So utilizing all the different spaces that we have and making it suit our needs and make sure that learning and just engaging as a community happens as safely as possible here.